Clean a goose. Goose is an underappreciated bird when it comes to the kitchen, but has a distinctive taste that adds a certain rich flavor to the right kind of dishes. If you hunt for your own game, cleaning a goose is necessary to make it easier to cook and store. Here's how. Pluck. The first step and perhaps the most challenging is plucking the feathers from the body of the goose. As much as possible, do this outside of the house because the feathers can be messy. You should also prepare a trash can nearby which will accommodate all of the goose feathers that you have removed. Start plucking by reaching for feathers and pulling these in the direction of the feathers' growth. Otherwise, small fragments of the feathers will remain on the goose. Also, do not attempt to remove too many goose feathers at once, since these can tear the skin. Debone. Next, you will need to debone the goose. Begin with the neck and the head of the goose. You can throw the head away. The neck can later be used for crêtesing sauces and gravy, especially since it has plenty of aromatic bones that are full of flavor. You should then take a large pot and place enough water to completely submerge the goose. Allow the water to boil and then hold the goose by the feet. This will allow you to submerge the goose for a minute or two, at which point the bird will be scalded. Scalding makes it easier for you to remove the small bits of feather that are still attached to the skin. Use the deboning knife to remove the small fragments of feather. Gut. Next, you will need to remove the gut of the goose. Do this by placing the goose on a table with its breast toward you. Using a very sharp knife, create a cut on the belly and start removing the gizzard. Scrape off the gizzard that sticks to the wall of the stomach. Remove the gall and liver as well. The liver can be saved for special dishes. Remove the buckshot and the intestines and other small organs found inside the bird. Afterwards cut the bird into sections such as the drumstick, the breast, and the legs, unless you will cook the bird whole. If you have never gutted a goose before, one of the best techniques that will make it easier for you is to use a deboning knife that has been sharpened beforehand, and to hold on the goose using its feet as you make the incision. Rinse. Finally, rinse the gutted bird in warm water. Use paper towels to dry off the bird and make it ready for cooking. If you do not need to cook the goose immediately, you should store it in a large airtight plastic bag, which should be placed in the freezer. Preparing goose that you have caught yourself is not only economical, but also makes for a very satisfying meal. Through these easy steps, you can clean the goose and get it ready for cooking or refrigeration.